Hello everyone, welcome to the Nail Tip Show. Today I'm going to guide you through a step-by-step on how to apply Glam-Up soft gel tips. So let's get started. Before we start with the tutorial, I just want to let you see what we have in front of us. Today we are using Glam-Up Deluxe Kit, and you can have any choices that you want in 4 medium length and 3 long. So today, to kick off with this video, I'm just gonna use long coffin. All right. So the kits include the box of tips, of course, where the box of tips comes in 550 tips, and it's pre-roughened clear natural tips. Okay, guys. And it comes in 12 sizes. This is a long coffin, and the kit also comes in very special Glam-Up stand. I love this stand, which I will explain more later on as we doing the tutorial. And then of course we need primer. We also need, this is the star of the product. This is a Glam-Up U gel. You could use for extend and as well as builder gel. And of course we cannot do without top gel. All right. And the kits also include metal file. This allows you to get really tight underneath the nail, which I will show you later on. And it also includes 150 hand file, all right, and a 100 and 180 buffer as well. Okay, and I also gonna use some of the bits. This is the basic carbide bits, and it's include let me see, 2, 4, 6, 8 bits in here, and it has carbide and diamond bits. This will take you from prepping to surface and removal, and it's really best for left or right-handed nail techs. So it's a really good kit which we designed to make it easy for you and to use for every service. All right, so let's move along. You can see a set of hand. I removed most of her products and already prepped the nails. So now I'm gonna take you through step by step how to apply the long coffin tips. Again, I'm gonna show you how to apply the long coffin tips, and I already know the sizes of her fingers, but I'm gonna kind of give you some pro tips on how to size the nails as well, so that way you know how to size them, and then if it fits properly, then the set will stay on long and nice. Okay, so to start off, I want to show you especially the thumb. There's a few things that I want to kind of guide you through this. So you look at the thumb here. I have a tip in size 2, which will fit her perfectly, and this is how you want it, from side wall to side wall. Okay, so with the index finger you can see it fits from side wall to side wall, but there is a little bit on the corner right here where the tips kind of slightly bulging out. This is where you want to bevel this corner a little bit, so then it will fit nicely on top of her surface of the nail. Okay, so that's one. With the middle finger, same here, side wall to side wall. There's another key feature I want to point out. Look at the tips, it's all pre-roughened for you, so you know you don't have to prep the tips before your application. That's another way to save time with these Glam-Up nail system. With this finger, I want you to pay attention. Her finger is slightly crooked, which you will bump into this kind of situation during work when you size the tips, which means you have to correct how you apply it on, so then the tip can look straight out instead of go along with the crooked finger. Okay, since her nail kind of go towards my right, that means I have to turn the tip slightly to my left to kind of straighten it out. When that happens, you have to kind of bevel the tip, the cuticle a little bit to fit better. Otherwise, when you lean the tip towards your left, that means this area right here gonna have extra tips That means you have to bevel it a little bit so when you turn the tip, that way you don't have any gaps or problem with the gel as well. So pretty much it, and this one, I can honestly tell you fits from sidewall to sidewall, which I don't see any gaps, which is great. So the next product that I want to introduce to you is the Glam-Up stand. This stand is really unique during your application. And the reason I said that, because if you place your client's finger on here, it does two things for you. First of all, you can line up the finger and see where the finger, crooked or straight. That's how it will help you guide your application with the soft gel tips. And second, it will save you a lot of wear and tear on your shoulder and your body, because it gives you the support that you needed. That way you don't have to put too much pressure during your application. So here, I'm gonna use her finger. I'm gonna place it directly. You wanna give some room, so then that way you have room to hold the tip down as well. This is how your application. You want this to support most of the weight, but then you also need the finger and clamp the tip down together. Okay, before the application, I still wanna cleanse it anyways because I already touched your finger. So I'm just gonna spray with alcohol. And just clean it quickly. All right. I already have my 5 tips here, and I'm gonna start with the middle. So then all right, the nails is already prepped and cleansed. So the next step I'm just gonna start with is with the primer. And you want to have it on sparingly, a little bit on the tip as well, and that's all you needed. Then I'm gonna take my U gel. So let's talk about how much gel do I need. Before you start, you want to take let me use your thumb so you can see it clearly. If you put the tip on correctly, and you can see how much room do I have between the surface of the nail and the tip. If it doesn't have much room, that's that's your indication how much gel you need. With this finger, I don't have much room in between the tip and the surface of the nail. That means you don't have to put a lot of gel. So that's how you start aiming for the amount of gel that you need for your application. You see where the roughen area is at? Once you put the gel on and you apply on, that area gonna become clear. That's the beauty of these tips, is that it gives you the guideline of where to put the gel, and it also becomes clear after your application. So today I'm gonna show you 2 different applications with the soft gel tips. One is for beginners, if you really have no experience with e-file, and one for the pro. So for beginners, if you are not skilled with e-filing, and you don't want to worry about cleaning the cuticle after your application, another tip that I want to give you is taking 100 grit file buffer, just bevel lightly around the cuticle. So you take the buffer and just lightly that's it. Just slightly contour it so later you don't have to worry about refining the cuticle area. I'm gonna take my U gel. All you have to do is take the gel, apply it on the roughened area of the tips. Basically, you just want to take enough gel to cover the surface of the natural nail and almost where the roughened area is at. And that's it. And if you need to, you can just swipe a little bit more to give the extra gel that you need. All right, and pretty much that's how you apply the gel on the tips. So with the stand, it's already giving you the support. So all you do is tilt the tip down at 45-degree angle from the cuticle area. Press the gel down gently. Until the gel go to the free edge area. Then take your flashlight and cure it. 5 seconds, pull it away, then another 5 seconds. Okay? So the first one, you already saw how I did it with the slightly prepped at the cuticle area of the soft gel tips. And now let me show you without the buffing around the cuticle area. So now I just go straight with application. One of the key features of monk oak nail system is that the tips come in pre-roughened. This will ensure the good adhesion and longevity of a nail. Let me show you how to do it. So before we start, don't forget to put on a primer. I'm taking a little bit of gel. I'm just going to apply it on straight to the roughened area, like so. And I just need a little bit right here at the tip of the nail, and that's it. Earlier that I point out this finger slightly crooked towards my right. Now I have to tilt the tips towards my left to make the nail straight and balanced again. So once you apply to all 5 fingers, you want to make sure you have a full cure in the lamp for 1 minute. So now we have completed our application. I'm going to show you how to finish filing. If you look at the 2 fingers, this one we prepped the cuticle a little bit. We prepped the tips a little bit around the cuticle area, and one we haven't. Let me take this one for instance. The cuticle is already prepped and then nice and sealed. There's 2 ways to finish filing this. Either you take the buffer, if you don't want to use the e-file, then just bevel and buff the surface of the nail. Like so. You just want to buff lightly and that's it. The entire nail. Take all the shine off. Then you take the file, the 150. Then you want to file the side. Keep everything nice and straight. The shape is already there, so there's not much to do except just kind of line up and make sure everything nice and straight. So then you just want to keep the tip of the shape nice and square. Again, you see it? Just take the file, angle it slightly, not too much, because then you don't want to round off the edges. Just keep it straight and go lightly, and then that's it. You can see this is all done. And the last step, if you want to take that 180 side and just kind of bevel it slightly so then every line's nice and smooth, then you can do so. But pretty much that's how you buff the entire nail and ready for gel polish. So with the next finger, we have to clean the cuticle area. So next thing, I'm going to use my really small comb for the cuticle area. Then I'm going to turn on the speed of 15,000 RPM. So you take the bit, you keep going, moving slowly upwards motion, so you then clean and contour the cuticle area. You keep moving until you meet the other side. And as you can see on the side view, I'm tilting my bit very lightly, so then I'm not losing any shape of the nail, and I'm still contouring the cuticle area at the same time. Let me clean this up and show you one more time. You can see with one swipe around, it's pretty clean, but let me go through a little bit more. I'm gonna go with the same direction. Keep going forward and just go and contour that cuticle area. Then I'm gonna switch out to my low sew mandrel and the sanding band. Insert that in. Switch out the bit. And I'm gonna turn my E-file to about 4000 RPM. Then I'm just gonna lightly buff the entire surface of the nail. Like so. You can see I'm just lightly buffing it. I'm not taking down the thickness of the nail. I'm just lightly buff it so then I can easily either put the top coat on or gel polish on. I'm just gonna contour the cuticle area a little bit just so that it blends nicely. Next, I'm gonna file the nails with 150 grit file. I'm just gonna shape the nails. So this is a complete look after the application with buffed and shaped the nails. Check it out. And now I'm just gonna go in with a gel color. After 2 coats of gel polish, now I'm gonna go in with Glam-Up top gel. Alright guys, that is it. I hope you all enjoyed the tutorial. If you are new at this, please take some time to practice. With Glam-Up nail system, there isn't much of learning curve time, so it'll probably take about 5 to 10 sets, then you get really comfortable with it. Alright, please subscribe for the next tutorial. Thank you so much again, and I will see you next time. Bye! Another pro tip that I want to share with you is that Glam-Up U-Gel is really great for extend gel, but did you know that you could use it as a builder gel as well? Another thing that I like to use it is with the overlay over the natural nails. I think it's great, especially you want to protect that natural nails, and that way your gel polish can stay on better and the client's nails stay on stronger. So check that out, okay guys?